Simonson was a student in our class, and he unfortunately passed away New Year's Day. He passed peacefully in his sleep, but he was a bright spot in our class, and he was a great friend, and he always came with energy, and he came and he supported the spot, and it was one of his favorite places to come near the end of his life. And so we're dedicating the show that we're doing tonight to Tim Simonson. Give him a round of applause.
To get the show started, we need a one-word suggestion. This is, of course, my first improv show. What's something someone here has done? Oh, thank you.
Prostate exam.
Prostate exam. So this morning we end up, so last time we ended up drinking, and it led from one drinking to another, and then before I knew it, I had gotten this text message, a reminder that I had a dentist appointment this morning at 11:30. And you might not think like, oh yeah, 11:30 is not that early, but if you drink, and I'm sure some of you guys do, 11:30 can sometimes be pretty early. So the moral of the story is, do not make an appointment on weekends.
It took him about 5 years before he was the right age to actually go and get his prostate examined. I was in a very uncomfortable position of reminding him annually. My mother literally got a prostate exam, I think, to encourage my father to. The moral of the story is family's there for you.
So, my dad, me and my dad, we fart a lot. It's kind of common around the house, but when we have guests around, my mom's kind of uptight about us farting around the house. So, I think it's Thanksgiving, and the whole family's here, and my grandma's sitting at the table, and my dad's over on the couch, and he just lets out the biggest shit. And my mom looks at him, and she's like, why the fuck did you just do that? And my grandma says, don't worry, honey, it's natural. Everyone does it. And, I guess the moral of the story is grandmas are pretty cool farts.
Oh, hey. Ready? My daughter, my beautiful daughter. Hey, I love how we're so close, and that I'm such a big part of your life, and just, we're just the closest. And I just feel like, I love helping you out in school and just giving you advice. I was never a little girl or anything like that, but I like to think that I've been around the block, so.
Very nice, Dad. I appreciate most of your sentiment.
So how are things going at school with that guy? I think Bobby, was that his name? I read some of your text messages. I know.
How much do you know?
Well, we were in the shower for about 15 minutes, and then I guess, by the way, I found out your phone password like weeks ago, so I'm pretty up to date with all the. So Bobby, let's talk about Bobby.
Bobby's great.
Are you thinking about having sex with him?
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Sex with him, I don't really feel comfortable with talking to you about this.
Oh, it's fun. You can talk to me about anything. I mean, so it's like a first date kind of thing? You're going to sleep with him on first date, or?
Dad, I'm a teenager. I'm in high school.
Honey, I get that. I just want us to be close, and I just want to feel like I'm a part. Like when you were really young. I don't want this, huge void between us.
Okay. If it'll make you feel close to me, I was not planning on having sex with you until prom.
Prom.
Yeah.
How many days until prom?
So I haven't really mapped it out, but I'm hoping to get at least like 3, one at the movies. Yeah.
And how's the ovulation cycle?
I had my period 3 years ago. I don't know how I ovulate, but I think it's fine.
Sit down, we can pull it together. together. I actually subscribed to the subreddit about August. Of the red pill.
Hey, want some better?
Welcome, sir. You're at the Toyota dealership. I noticed that you were looking at that Prius over there. I mean, it's an okay car if you're into a car that's a piece of shit. I'm going to look here at this Prius, right? And I'm
Just saying that was a pretty short car.
no, that was a Yaris. Now you're getting confused. So, I've been selling cars for a while. You know, I used to work for the mob, but then, like, you know, I got into car selling. And so now, you know what? To be honest, I make deals that people can't refuse, and it's been easy so far. Come around to the back. Look, let me see this. Let me see this. Hold the truck right here. Look at that. You can fit at least 2.5 bodies in there. Because obviously you're not going to put in real bodies. What if you did, right? You know what I mean? Gas mileage is going to be really good. Tell me how many times you've been in a situation where you had to drive in a discreet area far out of town. And, by the time you come back, you're going to refill. With this thing, it might cost you $2, maybe 3.
That's not really my thing. How's the city mileage?
City mileage is good too. You can drive around for a long time. And and you know what? Priuses, they're real quiet. They're real quiet. You could really sneak up on people. Let me turn it on for you. You want to hear it? It's a push button. You hear it?
No.
Yeah, it is pretty quiet. So, like, you know what I mean? You can't hear nothing. And then,
You have any other cars?
you know what? I'm telling you, this Prius is the one that you want to go with. You know what? Let's go into the back and talk to my little friend, and we can get you financed.
Hey, I'm glad you're willing to have our weekly game night, you know, at your place this week, you know. I brought a lot of stuff that we can do after the game night, you know. Got like beers, we watch a movie, I packed some movies, you know.
Yeah, so good. I've had a really long week, so.
Hey, is it possible I can spend the night? I know it's a Sunday and everything, but is it possible I can spend the night at your place? You know, I don't...
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna drink, I don't want you to drive, so you can crash.
Oh, that's good, because I also brought this bag here. Yeah, I got my toothbrush, I got changes of clothes, I've got everything I need, including I got food, lots of food. Yeah.
Are you gonna cook for me?
Well, no, but this is for me. I just thought, you know, if I can spend the night, maybe I can stay a little while longer, because it's been, I don't know, it's trouble at home, you know?
Oh, shoot, what's that?
You know, I got kicked out of my apartment.
Oh, for what?
For not paying any money, but I know you're my buddy, so we can party all the time now, you know?
I mean, if you're down on your luck, you can stay a few nights.
That's good, that's excellent. Okay, so I got excellent ideas how to remodel your front room, okay? so I know you like this couch, but it's gotta go, you know?
Why?
Because I don't like the color. It's green.
It's staying, it's my couch.
No, but I want to put my red couch in here. You know, I got a lot of stuff outside your house right now.
I said you could stay for a few days, man. You can't.
Oh no, but you're my buddy. It's gonna be fine, right? It's
Yeah,
just gotta help me out.
No, man, my wife hates you, dude. You know that.
I know that, but you can make it work out. Maybe she can, you know, tell her something.
I mean, you can stay a few days, but I mean, you just look. We're
Okay.
gonna keep the couch, okay?
Okay, we'll keep the couch, but okay, you can finance a pool right now for $200 off. I know you always talk about getting a pool.
No.
Perfect time to get a pool.
Don't you work for a pool company? Or
I know, I need commission, okay? I need some money, but it's fine. Just gotta put a pool in the backyard, everything will be awesome.
I'm in suburban. our backyard's like 12 feet by 12 feet.
You could get a 12 foot by 12 foot pool.
I don't think that sounds safe with the kids.
Okay.
Just fall right in.
Well, how about we get a dog then, you know? Something for the two of us, you know, bonding experience.
Oh, I know, man. The kids are allergic, dude.
Yeah, but you get the kids at a hotel. It's fine.
I think we're gonna not have a dog, but.
Okay, fine. Okay. You know, I thought we were buddies. I thought tu casas, mi casa, right?
No, man.
All right, give it up, please, for your second team tonight, the Syncopating Sea Monkeys.
So it's been rainy, it's stormy, and we need a word to get started tonight. What is your favorite sunshiny activity?
Viagra.
Okay, so Viagra is a drug, and I used to do drugs with my friends, still do. You know, when we'd all hang out back in the day in high school, you would have these big sleepovers, and one night we decided we wanted to go get sorbet, because who doesn't want sorbet? And so about 3 of us went to go get sorbet, and while we're getting sorbet, we're like, dude, you know what we should do? We should go TV Chris. And the funny thing about Chris is he was with us at the house when we left to get sorbet. So we basically went and bought a lot of toilet paper and absolutely demolished our friend's house. And then we went back to our other friend's house and he had already gone. And apparently he had biked home when we were TPing his house and Liddy was coming around the corner as we left. And basically he thought it was some girls from school that did it, but really it was his asshole friend. So the moral of the story is be a dick to your friends because it's fun.
All right, so I guess we're talking about drugs. One night I was living with my uncle and aunt at the time in San Jose, and it's been a long night, lots of drugs involved, and I was coming down pretty hard, and I was just by myself, and I parked my car next to my neighbor's house. I didn't want to park in the driveway, just kind of wanted to mellow out a little bit before I went in, and it was like maybe like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sitting in the car in the dark, and I noticed cars coming by. You know, it's like late, it's like a cul-de-sac in a nice neighborhood, and these cars are coming by one at a time, and they visit the house that I'm parked right next to. And I'm like, what's going on here? And this keeps happening, and it's almost like orchestrated, right? They come in waves, and going inside the house, going back to the car, and driving off, and then another person comes, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And I'm just like freaking out, and then they start noticing me, like this kid, like just sitting in his car, and I'm thinking like, is this like a drug distribution center or something like that? I'm freaking out at this point, and I can't like go to the house. I can see the house, I'm like, I don't know if I can make it, I'm freaking out, but I also want to know like what's going on here. So I'm watching these people come in, there's all sorts of different people, like hippie looking people. I saw an old Asian dude, and they started like being on to me. So like, they would, you know, come out of the house and just like pretend to do something, and just like, who the hell is this kid watching us? And so I'm like super freaking out. This happened, it's probably like 2 hours. The sun's coming up, and you know, they're making their rounds. At one point, a car even left the driveway and like just drove past my car, just like so blatantly, just to see like what the hell is this kid doing. And I guess that went on for a little bit. I still to this day, I don't know what the hell was going on. I was freaking out, I was paranoid. At 6 o'clock, I finally went inside and passed out, so don't do drugs, guys.
That story actually reminds me of a time when I was in high school. You know, I had my first girlfriend, and you know, you're not at the age yet where you can have a house to yourself and bring a girl over. And, you know what goes on. So I had a car at the time though, and so I decided, hey, babe, let's go to this dead end where it's dark. Kind of just do what teenagers do. And so we drove to this dead end that was actually by my old middle school, and so we started making out or whatever, and it was pretty dark, and there was like a little amount of cars going by, so I didn't think there would be an issue with anyone trying to sneak up on us or trying to stop what we were doing. So you know, things were escalating, and then I see a car go by slowly, ever so slowly, and then I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna ignore it. But it stops, and it beams a bright ass light like on the back of my car, and it's a cop. I realize it's a cop. So he drives up to us, and he knocks on our back window because we're in our back seat. You know, I'm driving a little Honda at this time. We don't have a lot of room in the back seat of Hondas. So he knocks on the back door and says, "Is everything okay in there?" And you know, at this point, some clothes were off. So I hurried up and I'm like, yeah, you know, everything's fine. And she like started putting her clothes back on. And I rolled down the window and he saw that like we were like kind of like half naked. And he was like, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, let you guys finish what you're doing as long as everyone's okay. I'll let you guys resume. So the moral of the story is don't do sketch things in sketch dark places.
Hey bud, you know how we used to party a lot back in the day?
Oh yeah, we had a great time partying, you know, some great memories.
Yeah, great memories. I mean, you did a lot of stuff, and you know I've been sober for a year, and that's been really big for me. I know you're still a party animal, but you know, since you're kind of so involved in that stuff, I have something to reveal to you. You know, in the process of trying to get sober.
Okay, do I need to sit down?
No, you're fine. Just brace yourself, okay? I'm addicted to supplements. I must have over $3,000 of credit that I owe to GNC. And
how often do you take these supplements?
I mean, it's like everything, man. Like, you know that emergency stuff? Gets rid of colds.
Wait, yeah, you were snorted?
You'll never get sick again. I don't get sick, so I start doing more supplements, and I don't know how to stop.
So how did you get to make this change?
Well, I mean, you know, I was trying to get sober, and then, you know, I wanted to try and, you know, find some stuff to keep my energy up at GNC, and it's like, I'll start with those B12 vitamins, man. And then the purple B12 vitamins at GNC, oh god. It's all legal, that's the most messed up part.
It is messed up.
Okay, so
are you trying to convince me?
I mean, like, do you want to like ease yourself in? You know, like take like a line of emergency, or do you like ease yourself? We're gonna take a small pistol up your butt. Use suppositories. It's just totally across you, and then you just shit everything out.
Thanks, Mom.
But when every kid turns 10, you know, there's something that they should start to learn about the world. And you're a straight A student, and you don't have a lot of friends, and we're going to fix that today. I'm going to teach you how to smoke cannabis.
Cannabis. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to burn.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're a big, strong boy, aren't you?
I'm not getting you for any other reason, Mom.
All right, here you go. There you go, sweetie. Just take that and inhale. Don't burn yourself. But
Inhale it?
Yeah, just like mommy. It's gonna make you cough. Be careful. Let it out. You're not very good at that.
My mouth tastes funny. Am I supposed to swallow it all the way, or?
Well,
Just
maybe
hit my
we can
mouth?
just find some other ways to celebrate these double digits.
You have a party? You have a party, maybe?
You don't have any friends. You gotta work on the things that are gonna get you friends. How are you doing in the dating department? You been
Hey, honey, did you get him to try the weed yet?
Yeah, it's
Not good at it, huh?
No.
You know what?
I'm 10. I don't have any girlfriend.
what about boyfriends? We don't care. We don't care.
your first beer, son.
Oh, this is like what you drink,
Yes.
right?
Yes. I
Sundays.
Yes.
We'll be
Yes.
so
Big ball Sundays.
Okay, you already opened it for me. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm just supposed to,
Just swig it back, son.
just like you, Dad, right?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And don't. Honey!
Yes, dear.
Fuck! Seahawks are losing. Yeah. Where's my son?
He's around here somewhere. You wanted me, Dad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, what can I do?
Why don't you go get me another beer?
Right.
I'm out.
Did you want the Keystones, or did you want the Keystones where you you slip something a little extra in there?
Come on, you know what? You know how I like
Okay,
it.
okay, I'll take good stuff in it.
Is dinner ready yet?
It won't be ready. It's in the oven. I've got a bun in the oven.
I'm sorry, Dad.
You piece of shit! Do you know how to do anything right?
Oh, fuck.
No, I'm not gonna take it
The
easy.
Seahawks might make a comeback. You never know. There's still the fourth quarter. You never know what's gonna happen.
What's for dinner?
It's a commercial break. You know, pot pie in the oven.
Yeah. Fuck, can somebody get the door?
How about them Falcons, huh?